Hey, what's up, card tubers? Diego here. Welcome into another Sports Cards D-tor video where we're going to be looking at some of my cards in my collection. We'll be doing that through 3 different videos. They're going to be kind of long videos. I have a breakdown, which we'll start off with, and then we'll go into looking into curating for another collector. We take a look at Hall of Famer Robin Roberts, and then after that, we'll take a look at my video for being out and about. I was out in the Pocono Mountains and I found a little card shop, so this is what I ended up buying from that card shop. So just giving them a little shout out time. This week, I just want to mention that this week you'll be seeing, or sometime this week, you'll be seeing some break videos for my Facebook / Yahoo Fantasy Baseball League. Basically, the winners of each week get a chance to get a team inside the break, and that's their prize. So we're going to be, I will be posting those videos just to archive and just in case you want to see it, you can go ahead and view it. These videos are going to be kind of long today. The full video is kind of long today, so I make sure that you check out the description below, and you can just go right into the timestamp and pick a video that you want to watch. If you can't watch the whole thing, you can watch pieces of it. I also want to thank I haven't been on top of my comments, but I want to make sure that I thank the viewers like you who support the channel. Very appreciative, and I want to just make sure that I give you a shout out because I do read your comments. Sometimes I just can't get back to them as fast as I normally do, so I just want to make sure that I thank you here, as well as returning it at some point today. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you soon.
Alright guys, it's time for a breakdown of my breaks. Basically what I got is some top stadium club cards. I was in different breaks, had different teams, or I bought individual packs, gathered them all together, and these are the results of what I have so far for my collection. Hope you guys can enjoy this. Here we go with Pedro Martinez. Then we got Yoshida. And then a great looking Jarren Duran. That is awesome. I like the American flag in the background there. We have Rafaela, rookie card. Followed by Ted Williams. Here we have Casas, Tristan Casas. With the bubble weights. Wilyer Abreu, rookie. Rafael Devers. Wade Boggs, present and past. And then we have David Ortiz. Now this card I think is a variant, but I can't really tell. But the background looks darker than another one that I had. We'll see the same thing on like one of the other cards, Eloy Jimenez, a little later. But I was like, that definitely has to be a variation. But I'm not sure. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Here's Dansby Swanson. I think I got the Cubs in a break, so we got Dansby Swanson and Seiya Suzuki, Imanaga, rookie card, Pete Crow Armstrong, PCA, Ernie Banks. Here we have Ben Brown, rookie card, and there's Morel again. This looks like a variation as it has like the darker. Oh, the fans are in a darker shade, but I can't really tell with the foil. Same thing with the Sammy Sosa. It looks like the background is all darker than the forefront. So, some pretty cool cards there, though. Slammin' Sammy in the house. Here we got Jose. Always look like he's hustling. Jose Ramirez, pretty cool card right there. We got his teammate Gavin Williams on the rookie. Shane Bieber and Kyle Manzardo also on the rookie card there for the Cleveland Indians. Got a couple landscape cards. Here we got Charlie Blackmon and Larry Walker. Pretty cool card right there of the Hall of Famer. Making a nice catch there. And then we got Nolan Jones and Chris Bryant. Some individual players. We got Nolan Chanois. He was the only Angels player that I had. Keith Hernandez, the only Mets player. And then Chipper Jones was the only Atlanta player that I got. We got Josh Gibson. What would have been if he was a home run king. Got the rookie Evan Carter for the Texas Rangers. And here's what I mean by I think they're variations. We have Eloy Jimenez here. And this is kind of similar to those other dark cards where the background is really lighter than the foreground. And this foil looks a little different, but I can't, for my eyes, it's getting harder to see. I'm almost 50 now. So, but I can tell, there's a difference between these two cards. So that's pretty cool. Some Eloy Jimenez cards. Then we got Luis Robert making a catch at the wall, along with Frank Thomas, which I believe is a variant. Again, that dark background. Some Reds cards. I got Christian Encarnacion Strand, Connor Phillips, and Mac McLean. Got a Justin Verlander for the Houston Astros. And we got some more Astros here with Jordan Alvarez, Jose Altuve, Alex Bregman. Wonder where he's going to go. And Kyle Tucker, the newest Cub. Here we got some one-offs. We got Vladimir Guerrero, Victor Scott for the Cardinals, Yuri Perez for the Marlins, Sandy Koufax, and this could be possibly a team that I bought into, the Minnesota Twins. We have Joe Mauer, always one of my favorites, catchers, Joe Ryan, Byron Buxton, got Kirby Puckett, Carlos Correa, Torrey Hunter, and the rookie Austin Martin. Pretty sure Martin played for Vanderbilt. That's why I think I like him. Kevin Gossman for Toronto, along with Jose Barrios and George Springer. Davis Schneider, rookie card. Vladimir Guerrero. And one of the cards that I really liked, Joey Votto with a Toronto Blue Jay uniform. I thought that was pretty cool. That's one of the cards that I really wanted, and I remember getting in that break because Toronto was available. Now let's take a look at some of the hit type cards and Topps Chrome versions. Give me a second. Had to reset the background real quick. Here we got George Springer on the Topps Chrome card. No team order here. Andres Jimenez. We got Joe Ryan on the Chrome. We also got Lane Thomas and Justin Verlander also on the Chrome. Got Ronnie Mauricio, rookie card. Hideki Matsui, Randy Johnson, Vladimir Guerrero, Max Fried, Tanner Bigby, Davis Snyder, Hunter Green, and Kyle Tucker. All those are my Topps Chrome or Topps Stadium Club Chrome cards. We got some red ones, red variations with Ben Brown and Shane Bieber, Tristan McKenzie. We really like the Cleveland team with the red. Stephen Kwan, Obi-Wan Kenobi. This one really does pop though. Vladimir Guerrero with his blue uniform on the red. That really does pop out. And then we got Tyler Glasnow. But that's not it. We got some top-loaded cards. And in the top-loaded cards, we have Kyle Harrison on a green. Really cool card, rookie card. I don't think that was numbered. Byron Buxton on Virtuosos of Velocity. Some red cards of Jesus Luzardo, now on the Phillies. Corbin Burns. Got an Ellie De La Cruz with the rookie card logo. Topps Chrome card of Nolan Jones and Craig Biggio, the Hall of Famer. Spencer Torkelson on the Chrome Refractor. And then also a refractor of the Hall of Famer Larry Walker. So that's what I have for my Topps Topps Stadium Club breakdown. Hope you guys enjoyed this one.
All right, today I'm curating for another collector's collection. We have Robin Roberts from the Philadelphia Phillies. Robin Roberts was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1976 and had a really long 19-year career. He played with teams like the Philadelphia Phillies, went to the Baltimore Orioles. He also had a stint with the Houston Astros, and he also had a stint with the Chicago Cubs. He really tried to stick on with the Cubs to try and get his 300th win, but he fell 14 games shy of that. But still had a great career. His career started off in Michigan State, where he played all sports, but basketball was his real game, and he ended up playing with the baseball team. And I remember watching a video where Robin Roberts had said he came up to be a third baseman, but what the team needed was some pitching, and that's what he became. He became a pitcher for the team. Now, Mr. Jones, the curator, the previous owner of this collection, or who I believe to be the previous owner, mostly had all modern day cards of Hall of Fame players in this binder. Here's a nice little chip token coin round disc of Robin Roberts right there. But Robin Roberts, I should have more cards of Robin Roberts within my Phillies collection, but these are just ones that were pulled from Mr. Jones's collection, his 3 binders. And here's some more. Here's another Robin Roberts. In 1950, well, from 1950 to 1955, those 6 years, Robin Roberts was like the top pitcher in baseball. Even with having a rough start, rough team around him, he was definitely having a rough start. But he won 20 games in that 6-year span. All of them were 20-plus games. I think one of them was, I forget which one. I forget which one was 25. Let me look right here. Or no, it was in 1952. He won 28, if I can see that correctly. In 1952, but as you can see right here, from 1950 to 1955, he won 20 games or more. And like I say, he won 19 games or more if I include 1956. So some pretty cool stats there from Robin Roberts. He was definitely a really good pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. He led the team in his career. He led with 305 complete games. He had 45 shutouts in his career. And I can tell you that he has a statue outside of Citizens Bank Park, which is pretty cool. You know, you're one of the key players of a franchise when you get a statue out there for you. With some nice modern day cards of Mr. Robin Roberts. He was a 7-time All-Star, and that basically there were the 1950s through 1956 is where he was mostly in All-Star form. After that, it kind of didn't reach that mark at all. Yeah, it wasn't like he took a little break. It was just he had those solid years from 1950 to 1956, and that's where a brunt of his work was. Take a look at the back of that card. That's when the Phillies, in this first year, that's when the Phillies won the pennant. The Whiz Kids. So definitely cool that he had a Philadelphia Philly in the binder. Now, I was thinking maybe I might switch these over to my Phillies binder and have that all there. But then I was like, nah, I'd take it out of order. I'm trying to preserve the collection the way it was. I'm also like, should I add cards to it? Should I not? Because I kind of want it to be, I want to just kind of keep his binders the way they were and just go over the cards and look at them. But then again, a lot of them are modern cards, so maybe he was just getting back into collecting and didn't want to finish or decided not to. That's a nice archive card there, like shiny card. I could tell you a stat that kind of sucks about Robin Roberts. He allowed 505 home runs, only to be he led the league in that with allowing 505 home runs during his career, and the person who ends up breaking that was Jamie Moyer, who was also a Philly, which I think is kind of funny. 2 Phillies had the most home runs given up. I blame the ballpark. I wanted to show you the back of that card. And then on my final card here, Robin Roberts, the Hall of Fame pitcher. See some stickers up there. And here's the back. Gotta love the cartoons. I think that's my favorite part of the vintage cards, is the cartoons in the back. Well, that's what I have for you to show you today from Mr. Jones's collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time. Alright guys, I was out in the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania, and I ended up stopping by a collectible shop that has some sports and WWE collectibles. Really like their shop. As a wrestling figure off and on collector and a wrestling fan, he had a lot of wrestling. Like he has licensed novelties, Funko Pops, certified autographs, WWE sports figures, singles, packs, custom plaques made in minutes, Pokemon and singles, supplies and stuff like that. Check him out if you're in East Stroudsburg, PA, or somewhere near there. We happen to be going to a place called Country Kettle. It's where there's a big candy store and they sell candles there for the wife. So it was cool to see that a nice little card shop basically along the way, so that way Dad gets to get into some of the fun of venturing out while we were in the Pocono Mountains to the candy store. I ended up picking up some cards. I got a Jerome Bettis there on this gridiron gear. Really shiny card, so it's kind of hard to see without my reflection. And then we have this Jerome Bettis on the Fleer Showcase. And then we have the Jerome Bettis right here on the Prestige. 3 Bettis cards. Now what I found out about East Stroudsburg is they're closer on to the New Jersey side of Pennsylvania, and there's a lot more Yankees and New York stuff there than there is Philadelphia or Pennsylvania or like Steelers stuff, because they're going towards New York. Actually, like right over the Delaware Gap is New Jersey or North Jersey. I found the Ryan Howard there, career best. Nice little relic there. First base. I was like, ooh yeah, I like that. Got a relic there with Ryan Howard on a nice red color match. I also picked up this Ted Williams with the Senators. I think that's why I like the card, because it has the Senators, but basically these are the TCMA cards from 1978. Really like that card. I don't need it for the encapsulation collection. It was just more, I like the card, and it was a good price, so I figured I'd take it. I also bought a couple dollar packs and stuff like that from the vendor there, and we got some highlights. Got Francisco Rodriguez, Ben Sheets on a Bowman Heritage. I like the shininess of that card. Got a Jason Giambi on an MVP. Got an autograph in there for Jordan Grisham. It's Chipper Jones on a on a Bowman 2000. I was gonna say Major Power, and a rookie card of Salvador Perez for the Kansas City Royals. One of the packs were hockey. I got Mark Messier, the legend, Evgeny Malkin, and a cool Van Breesbrook Defenders on the Topps Finest. Got another Topps Finest card of D. Brown, Maestros, in my basketball pack. I always like Xavier McDaniel's name, and that's a pretty cool poster shot right there. I thought that was a pretty cool card. And then we got a guy who did dunks very well, Mr. Vince Carter, on this SP. I thought that was a pretty neat card in that package. Got some football cards as well. Got a Phillip Rivers on the Illusions. Drew Brees. Got a Javon Maltwalker. I always like these cards to... Sorry, excuse me. The Ovations. It feels like you can feel the texture of the football. I always like those cards there. And then there was an autograph in there as well of this Oscar Delp. Pretty cool stuff for the dollar packs. There was also dollar packs of wrestling. They were in like sleeves, but here are some of the cards that I liked from there. AJ Styles. I got a Sting sticker, I guess. Brother Love. I love you. I remember those days. Sting again. I got Kurt Angle. Ravishing Rick Rude. Hulk Hogan. Got Sheamus. Greg the Hammer Valentine. Wesley Blake wasn't a highlight. He just happened to be the next guy because there's still a little stack off to the side. But Wesley Blake was there. Pretty cool stuff inside those wrestling packs as well. And I got one more thing that had Jerome Bettis on it. Thought this was pretty cool. Like they said, they make custom plaques made in minutes. This wasn't made in a couple minutes. This was already pre-made, but I thought it was really cool. It was this Jerome Bettis plaque here. The bus running through. Getting by Brian Urlacher, who's a Hall of Fame linebacker. You know, that was pretty cool. 10 years, 145 games, 112 started, 2,683 attempts, 10,000 yards, and 78 touchdowns. Super Bowl champion and Hall of Famer. What was crazy was, I was looking at when he was born, and for a guy that, one of my favorite players, it was really crazy because he's only 3 years older than I am. So that's even more crazy. I was like, holy crap, I'm getting old. So yeah, that is my cool little pickup there. Nice plaque. Definitely like this one. There was a Roberto Clemente one, and I was thinking about picking it up, but I didn't. I just went with this one here. So yeah, so that was my venture. It's a Stroudsburg, PA. Or one of my little outings in Stroudsburg, PA. Go ahead and check out Sidelines Sports and WWE Collectibles if you're out there. And yeah. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Well, thanks a lot for looking and listening, folks. I enjoyed being with you. So long, everybody.